Darkness had fallen over the small, isolated town of Ravenswood. The wind howled through the trees, carrying with it an eerie chill that sent shivers down the spines of those who dared venture out after sunset. The townsfolk had always spoken of strange occurrences and unsettling legends, but tonight, an unsettling feeling hung in the air like a heavy fog. At the heart of Ravenswood stood an old, decrepit mansion known as the Thornfield Manor. It had been abandoned for decades, its history shrouded in mystery and tragedy. Many whispered of a curse that had befallen the Thornfield family, a curse that brought misfortune and death to anyone who dared to enter. Sarah Thompson, a young and curious journalist, arrived in Ravenswood with a determination to uncover the truth behind the legends. Armed with a camera and a voice recorder, she stood at the mansion's iron gates, gazing up at the towering structure with a mix of excitement and trepidation. As she cautiously stepped through the overgrown garden and approached the mansion, the sense of foreboding grew stronger. The moonlight revealed the intricate details of the mansion's once grand architecture, now marred by years of neglect. Sarah's footsteps echoed in the silence, and she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. Inside, the air was thick with dust and the scent of decay. Sarah's flashlight illuminated the grand foyer, its walls adorned with faded portraits of somber-faced Thornfield ancestors. She couldn't help but notice the disarray, overturned furniture, broken glass, and a pervasive sense of abandonment. As she ventured deeper into the mansion, she began to hear faint whispers that seemed to echo through the corridors. Her heart raced, and she hesitated, wondering if she should continue. But her determination to uncover the truth pushed her forward. In a room adorned with tattered curtains and a creaky grand piano, Sarah discovered an old journal. Its pages were yellowed with age, and the handwriting was elegant yet faded. The entry spoke of a darkness that had plagued the Thornfield family for generations, hinting at a pact made with a malevolent entity in exchange for power and wealth. Sarah's heart raced as she pieced together the horrifying truth, the whispers, the shadows, the curse, they were all real. She was on the verge of uncovering a secret that had been buried for decades, a secret that had taken the lives of those who had dared to get close. As Sarah continued to read, a chilling wind swept through the room, extinguishing her flashlight and plunging her into darkness. Panic welled up within her as she heard footsteps approaching, slow and deliberate. She fumbled for her flashlight, heart pounding, and finally managed to turn it back on. Before her stood a shadowy figure, its features obscured. A guttural voice whispered, "You should not have come here, Sarah." The entity's icy grip seemed to tighten around her, and she felt a force pulling at her very soul. In a surge of adrenaline, Sarah turned and fled from the room, racing through the mansion's twisting corridors. The whispers grew louder, more menacing, as if a chorus of malevolent spirits were urging her to stay. She burst through the mansion's front doors, gasping for breath and stumbling into the moonlit garden. The iron gates slammed shut behind her with a resounding clang, and the mansion seemed to loom over her menacingly. Sarah knew that she had narrowly escaped the clutches of whatever dark force inhabited Thornfield Manor. She had glimpsed the horrors that lay within, and the town's legends were far more terrifying than she could have ever imagined. As she retreated from the mansion, the wind carried a final, haunting whisper that chilled her to the bone, "The shadows will never let you go." Scary place. Like and subscribe this video. I'll be back with another episode too.